What's up, everybody? What is going on? Bitcoin's exploding again. Bitcoin is still moving up. Unbelievable what we're witnessing right now with the price of Bitcoin, guys. We're going to dive into a lot in this video. Welcome in. We're going to let people get this announcement because they're going to start to file in because we've got a lot to talk about. Smash the like button on your way in. Good morning to everybody out there. Unbelievable what we're witnessing right now in the markets. Unbelievable what we're witnessing. And I'm super excited, but I'm staying calm. I'm staying even keel, even though I want to freak the hell out right now and Bitcoin's at 57,000. We're trying to find our middle ground here. Good morning, CD. How you doing, man? But what an amazing run here for Bitcoin. And we thought that it would cool down a little bit. Absolutely not. We are witnessing a Bitcoin price over $57,000. And we're going to get a pullback at some point. Keep that in mind. We're going to get a pullback. So don't be shocked when it happens, right? Don't be freaking out when it happens. It's going to happen, and that's okay. But enjoy this move right now. Enjoy this while it lasts because this doesn't happen all the time. As crazy as Bitcoin is, as amazing as this market can be, this is still very, very unlikely to happen like this. And we're going to enjoy it. You know, if we're looking at the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, which is something we definitely look at, we are up at the 72 level. We've entered the greed level. We're actually at 76 now. I just refreshed. So keep in mind, we are at almost that point where it's extreme greed. We're right on the doorstep of extreme greed. So we're going to get some type of pullback. We're well overbought on the RSI. So there's no reason to chase this and go all in right now, okay? I just don't want you to make that mistake because it can feel like that. Like, I got to get in now before it goes to 100,000. I don't think we're going to go a moonshot to 100K right now, okay? This has been insane, okay? No doubt about it. But I'm just saying, stay calm. Stay even keel. Understand that there will be dips and opportunities still in this cycle to stack, whether it's Bitcoin or altcoins, whatever it is out there, okay? There will be opportunities. Bitcoin is now up 11.42% in the last 24 hours. 11.42% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum's up 7%. It's performing really well. It's just getting outshined right now by Bitcoin. It's interesting because Ethereum was outpacing Bitcoin for a while there, And that's not the case here in the last 24 to 48 hours. Bitcoin has just surged out of control and has taken the space by storm, which is awesome because we know as Bitcoin goes, so goes the market. All tides will rise together when Bitcoin goes on these parabolic runs. So no matter what, this is an amazing thing for altcoins. Even though Bitcoin is smashing altcoins right now, this is still a great sign for things to come. And there are some altcoins that are crushing it. One of my favorites, guys, Stacks. STX. Stacks. $3.16. We are on the doorstep of setting new all-time highs with Stacks. The all-time high is $3.61. We are 12.77% away from STX setting all-time highs. That was set November 16, 2021. If you guys aren't understanding the Bitcoin Layer 2 marketplace, start diving in. And smash that like button if you haven't already. There's 183 people and 10 people have hit the like button. I know it's hard to find. Find the three dots, click the three dots, hammer the like button so this video gets out to more people because I want to bring this to everybody. I want everybody to come in here and let's learn together. Let's grow together. We've been doing these lives now for the 3 days straight. It's been amazing. These little pop-up lives like this. It's been awesome. But there are a ton of altcoins that have not yet run that still have tremendous upside. Still have tremendous upside. But Stacks, man, I'm telling you what, that has been one of my big winners here. Absolutely loving those gains. Bonk is up 21%. How about Dogecoin? Dogecoin out of nowhere up 15+%. Dogecoin is up 15+% here to start the morning. Good morning, Zach, man. It's not even 6 here on the West Coast. Yeah, man, my bad. I'm on the East Coast, so it's almost 9 o'clock. But I'm already in the office. How about Shiba Inu's up 11.5%? Say Network, SEI, up 12.24%. Kronos, back up over 10 cents, up 9%. Ordi, ORDI, that's been another one. Amazing, amazing run here in the last year or so, up 166% in the last year. All-time high, there's $90 on Ordi. We're at 68 right now. And Bitcoin ordinals are a big deal. So when we think about Ordi or ordinal, I'll read you this real quick because it gives you a nice breakdown. The total amount of Bitcoins is what? 21 million. But one can be subdivided into 100 million Satoshi units. And there are 2,100 trillion Satoshi units in total. So we have to understand that inscription, which is created by writing content to Satoshi using the ordinals protocol, the inscription does not need to use a separate token, sidechain, or change Bitcoin. What the ordinals protocol does for Bitcoin is it writes information to each Satoshi, such as text, pictures, audio, voice, whatever. Due to the size limits of the Bitcoin block, the main information for Inscribe is mainly text and pictures in the form of NFTs and tokens. So get up to speed on ordinal and what is happening there. And the Bitcoin layer 2 market is huge too. And that's why I love Stacks. It's basically a Bitcoin layer 2, adding smart contracts and DeFi onto Bitcoin. I went heavy into Stacks the last year or so, and we're literally ranked number 23 now, getting close to all-time highs. So that's pretty crazy. So in terms of some of the other news that's happening right now, let's bring you up to speed on that. Go ahead and smash that like button, guys. Good morning to everybody out there. If you haven't hit that like button, definitely do so. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I know we're getting a lot of new people popping on here. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So one of the lead stories here, Pepe exploding. That is still the top gainer here today. Pepe's up 51% right now. Got all the way up to the 502172. We're back in the top 100, ranked number 91. So that is definitely stealing the show. It's right on the heels of a $1 billion market cap again. Right on the heels of a $1 billion market cap. So that's been a top story. The big story here with Bitcoin, obviously the price, but why? Like what's happening? What's leading to this? We're just seeing crazy inflows right now into Bitcoin from these ETFs. 9 ETFs yesterday set a record. 9 ETFs set a record yesterday for inflow. That's insane. We are seeing tons of money come in at these price levels, which is crazy. It's such an interesting dynamic where we are right now in the markets. On one hand, we've got all this pent-up demand, this institutional interest that's slowly coming in every single day, billions and billions and billions of dollars of, we'll call it smart money, coming in every day. Because they can do so, quote unquote, safely, right, through their favorite broker, even though we know that owning your own Bitcoin is better than having BlackRock lend it to you. But that's neither here nor there. People will feel comfortable buying through BlackRock, buying through Fidelity, buying through their quote unquote trusted broker. And that's okay. Exposure to Bitcoin is still exposure to Bitcoin. So people are ramping that up. That's ramping up every day. People are coming in. We never said this was going to be a just straight moonshot once the ETFs were approved, although it kind of feels like that right now. But what I mean is everybody wasn't going to rush in on day one from the institutional side and start buying Bitcoin. This is going to be a slow trickle down effect where more and more and more and more and more institutional players will slowly but surely get into the game. And this is going to happen over years. There are still people on the sidelines, trust me, that are looking at this price action thinking if they should FOMO in right now. Understanding where Bitcoin came from at $15,000 all the way now to $57,000. Guys, we're almost at 60K. And here's the interesting thing. Nobody on the retail side cares. And I think there's a lot of factors here at play. A lot of retail money got absolutely wrecked. And they have a bad taste in their mouth. If you're not somebody who's been here every single day for the past 3 years, you probably have a bad taste in your mouth because you probably came into the market at the top of 2021 and you didn't know what you're doing because nobody does when you first get in. You got to make mistakes, but that's a big mistake to buy the top of the market, then see Bitcoin and prices absolutely tank. And now they have a bad taste in their mouth. Oh yeah, plus the FTX debacle, which basically created this narrative of the whole industry that it's all a scam, it's all BS, don't invest in it. Right? And that's the narrative you hear from the traditional media, especially during all of this. But if you're locked into crypto, you understand that there's a difference between crypto and one company. By the way, a centralized exchange company in FTX. That when you look at it now, it's pretty easy to see that they were phony, they were fake. I mean, how did they get so big so fast? Well, they were leveraging all of their users' money, and they didn't have the one-to-one backing. But the good thing that came of that are the exchanges that are going to be legit now in this next cycle. They're going to be the ones that show that they have proof of reserves. Crypto.com, for example, Crow, they have had to show that they have the proof of reserves. Mexi, I believe, is the exchange that also, right on their website, you can go and download the proof of reserves. So to me, this was, while it hurt a lot of people, it was kind of a necessary evil that we had to kind of go through. We had to have a couple of these examples in this previous run to then find out how we identified the solid companies where we want to hold our money. Obviously, the best way is to hold our money not on a centralized exchange, but in our own hands, own our own keys. But everybody will not subscribe to that, and that's okay. Everybody will not get on board with that. And if you're going to pick a centralized exchange, I would suggest picking one that has that one-to-one backing, that shows they have the reserves. And this can happen in traditional finance too. I mean, look at the bank runs we've seen. Look at banks that have just went under. So this is not a crypto problem. That's another thing you'll hear, crypto is only used for money laundering and nefarious activities and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Way more cash is used for all of that bad stuff than crypto. Way more cash. Cash is actually untraceable. Crypto is traceable. So that's a stupid argument, right? We've talked about that before. But again, they want to keep this industry down. Why? I don't know. It's weird, right? On one hand, it's the powers that be that don't like crypto because they haven't made their money this way. They haven't benefited off of this system. They've benefited off the traditional system. And then I think on another hand, they want to suppress prices. They want to push the market down. They want to get all of us, the little guys, out so the big players can buy the floor and get in and have us buy later. when they tell us it's a good time to buy. Well, we're smarter than that. We figured some things out that, listen, we're going to carve out our own path. We're not going to listen to everything traditional media tells us because we know so much of it is phony and propaganda, right? Heard news of DWF, which is the big partner of TokenFi. They're going to purchase 10 million worth of Floki tokens. Interesting, EMAC. I did not see that. Yeah, good morning to you, Boca. Boca's one of our admins. What's up, man? Good morning to you. Yeah, as Boca said, smash that like button. Only 35 likes, 153 people here, 35 likes. That doesn't add up. I know it's hard to find the like button. Hit the three little dots and smash that like button for us. It's definitely helps us out, gets us out to more people. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, guys. It's totally free to do that. We're here every single day breaking down the markets. We're getting close to 126,000 subs. So if you guys want to help us out, help us get that little push. We might be able to do it on this stream. If everybody is kind enough to subscribe to the channel, we might be able to get there and push up over that limit, so that level. But yeah, I mean, we saw spot Bitcoin ETFs accumulate 300,000 BTC as new net inflow rose to $6 billion. So we're looking at Bitcoin open interest right now at an all-time high. It is literally back to prices to where we were in 2021. And still, retail money's not here. Nobody cares. I mean, it's so hilarious to me. It's crazy. It's now a $1.1 trillion asset, Bitcoin itself. The market is up over $2 trillion. Bitcoin has more than doubled in price since October of 2023. Doubled in price since October. That's not that long ago. Where else have you found 100% return since October? Don't worry, I'll wait. This is the power of Bitcoin. When things are going well, this is the power of Bitcoin. The problem is people don't understand how to stomach and how to deal with the volatility of the markets. And they get flushed out. That's what happened in the last cycle. Imagine all those people who were told to sell their Bitcoin at 20,000, at 25,000, at 15,000 because Bitcoin's going to zero. Imagine if they would have held and their average cost was 40,000 and now Bitcoin's 57,000. That's what people don't understand. When you look at Bitcoin on a longer time frame, yes, the dips are significant. The volatility is crazy. But if you look at it on an all chart, you'll see that Bitcoin has always created higher lows. Always has created higher lows over time. There's an old saying, when in doubt, zoom out. And that's a big deal, especially when it comes to Bitcoin. Now, mainstream media outlets around the world are finally starting to come around to these stories about Bitcoin's current surge. Guys, it's only 18% away from its all-time high. 18%. And listen, there will be dips along the way. I don't want to get too crazy, too excited, too emotional here, because I made those mistakes in 2021. But we have a plan. We have a plan in place now that we didn't have back then. Because when this market ramps up, it comes at you fast. And if you aren't ready for it, you're going to get hit with haymakers and you're going to get blindsided over and over and over again, and you're not going to know what to do. It's just how it works. I lived it. Many of you lived it back in 2021. Made a ton of mistakes because I didn't have a plan in place. And again, I had to kind of go through those steps, right? I didn't know what the hell was going on. I just knew that I wanted to invest in crypto. I thought it was a good time. But I didn't have an exit strategy. I wasn't ready to take profits, but now I am. So learn from your mistakes. Don't let it happen twice. And one of the things I've been preaching here on these spaces and videos lately, if you don't have a plan with every asset you own yet, make one. Create a folder, create a document, and literally write it down, write it out. When are you going to take profits? With every single crypto you own. And that way, when prices hit those levels, there's no thinking. There's no emotional ties. There's no, oh my gosh, is it going to continue to go up? Is it going to go down? Should I sell? Should I buy more? Should I sell? Should I buy? Because you'll run yourself into a brick wall doing that. I did it. We all did it. Most of us have lived it. I'm not making those mistakes this go around. I'm going to just stick to the game plan. I have a game plan with every asset. When they meet certain thresholds, I stick to the game plan. Will I sometimes miss out on some gains because I got out too early? Yes, but I don't care. Because the potential downside risk is to lose a lot of money that you could have made. So I'm not going to time it perfectly every time. I know that. But I have a plan, and I'm going to stick to it because I'm not going to be an emotional investor in 2024 and 2025. I lived it. I did that in 2021. It's brutal. I'm telling you guys, learn from my mistakes and make a plan. Create a document with every single asset you own. 100% Boca. It will remove a lot of the emotional aspect out of it because, okay, oh wait, Stacks is up to, for example, right? Oh my gosh, Stacks is up to $5. Hold on. Is this my first profit-taking trough? Let me go look at my document. Oh, nope, not yet. My first profit-taking trough is $6. Okay, I'll just let it go. Oh, it hit $6. Time to take some profits. There you go. You just stick to the script rather than, oh my gosh, Stacks is $6. What should I do? Oh my gosh, I've already 4x my money. Oh my gosh, should I sell it all? What should I do? What should I do? Right? Now you're freaking out. Have a plan in place. Don't overthink it. Have a plan in place and stick to the script. Stick to the game plan. And again, you're not going to hit it perfect every time. You're going to miss out sometimes on some gains. That's okay. That's okay. But you're going to make a lot more money having a plan like this in place for every crypto, I'm telling you. Because it's so easy to sit there and say, oh, it's going to go up forever. The altcoin market, yeah, a lot of it is literally gambling. You're right. I mean, but that's what makes this market so exciting. What do you think the .com era was? You don't think that was gambling? Nobody knew what the hell the internet was going to be. Nobody even knew the internet was going to be a big thing, let alone the thing that like runs all of our lives, the thing we're all addicted to. But when people were speculating on the internet, yeah, it was literally gambling until it wasn't. Until you guessed right on a couple big companies and your life changed forever. Guess what opportunity is in front of us right now? It's the same opportunity 20 years later. It's called blockchain, cryptocurrency, digital. That's the world we're living in. Everything's going digital. It makes too much sense that money would go digital too. And assets themselves will be tokenized. The tokenization of real world assets. We're starting to hear that phrase everywhere. Why? Because we're living in a more and more and more and more digital world every single day. Just think about it from a macro standpoint. There are literally places, and a lot of these places, I don't know if you guys have been to a sporting event yet. Have you been to this year? Have you been to a sporting event this year where nobody accepts cash? And again, just zoom out. Look at it from 30,000 feet above. What's that tell you? That's interesting. Are we moving toward a cashless society? Kind of feels that way. How many people carry cash anymore in general? And the younger people are, the less cash they carry. What's that tell you? Where are we going? Where's and this is the foresight that you got to try to understand, right? Like you got to guess. I mean, we're guessing, obviously, we're speculating, but we're also looking at it critically. We're also like trying to understand it from a macro standpoint. And like I've said many times before, I'm much more of a macro fundamental type of thinker than like a technical thinker, right? So admittedly, I'm not like a technical analysis when it comes to the charts. I know some basics, but I use my tool, XT Algo, to help me. Links are down below if you're interested in checking that out. Big discount right now. But I know I'm not a technical savvy person. I'm not a math and science person. I'm more of a analyzer, understanding the bigger picture, human behavior, that sort of thing. And that goes a long way. That will help you understand what could be good investments and what could not be good investments. Right? So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of that's kind of a big deal. Understanding where the world's going. So yeah, is it gambling? Hell yeah. And guess what? That's how you make money. You speculate, right? You speculate and guess right. And you're not going to be right all the time, but when you're right, you win big. That's what happened in the .com era. That's what happens when people create businesses. Right? They're literally willing to fail and risk it all or hit big. What's that? It's a gamble. It's a risk. It's all the same. It's all the same stuff. It's all the same. It really is. Okay, so already this morning, guys, inflows have skewed toward exchanges. We've had 4,418 Bitcoin for the day so far per crypto quant. That's coming this morning already. That was just 50 minutes ago. Jupiter, by the way, the DEX aggregator for Solana, really growing nicely. And the automated market maker, Radium. A lot of NFT transactions happening on Solana too, which is something we're definitely tracking. How about El Salvador right now? Shout out to El Salvador and President Bukele. They're up $40 million on their Bitcoin investment. And they held Bitcoin through the red of the red, right? Through the dog days of the bear market. El Salvador's president, Bukele, hung in there, and now they're up 35% on their investment, or $40 million. Yeah, Justin, 100%. You miss 100% of the shots you never take, right? 100%. Who said that? MJ? Was that Michael Jordan? You can't be afraid to fail. When it comes to crypto, business, life in general, if you want to change your life, you got to do things you haven't done before. You know what I mean? You can't just expect things to change if you're not doing things different. It's not just going to happen like that. You got to make it happen. Michael said, you're correct that there's a shift in value transfer and digitization, ownership, and stored value. Yeah, I mean, that's why so many people will say Bitcoin is digital gold, right? Holy cow. Guys, did you guys see Bone Shiba Swap is up 95%? So a huge boost there for Bone. That's crazy. We talked about that in the last few days, that I think that has the most upside in the ecosystem, and we're seeing it happen right now. So it doesn't completely shock me. Guys, if you haven't hit that like button or that subscribe button, make sure you hit both of those for us. Definitely helps us out. We're here every single day. So if you guys want to subscribe and be here with us and learn with us and grow with us, click that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any content that we put out there. Let's take a look at what's happening here. So Bitcoin's still hovering just above 57K. Actually just dipped below there, 56,800. So we're getting a little bit of a pullback in the market. A little healthy correction here in the last hour. Which, when you go up as fast and as fast as we have, that's... So there's also a rumor out there, guys. So you guys know about Jeff Bezos, obviously, right? Kind of a big deal. But Bezos had been selling Amazon stock lately. And it was funny. We were on a live stream. This was maybe a week ago. Bezos was selling Amazon stock at a rapid rate. And I said, and people were asking, why do you think he's selling Amazon stock? And I said, well, maybe he's going to buy Bitcoin. Think about it. Maybe he's going to diversify. Why would he be selling billions of dollars of Amazon stock? I mean, he has billions and billions upon billions of stock. So, I mean, even what he sold was a drop in the bucket. But maybe he was trying to diversify. Well, guess what rumor's out there today? Jeff Bezos' $8 billion Bitcoin investment rumor has fueled the Bitcoin surge. So Jeff Bezos has been rumored to have made an $8 billion Bitcoin investment. Twitter is ablaze with an unverified Jeff Bezos post about this $8 billion investment. The crypto community expects this event to positively contribute, obviously, to the ongoing crypto surge. So maybe that was the case. Maybe he was selling off some Amazon stock to rifle some money into Bitcoin, get some exposure there. And again, this has not been verified, right? No official statement from Bezos or Amazon has confirmed the alleged investment, but it's fueling the fire a little bit. That rumor is out there. What does AI say about Bitcoin? The end of 2024. What does AI say where Bitcoin could go? How about ChatGPT and its predictions? What do you guys think? ChatGPT 3.5 was quick to estimate Bitcoin will likely find itself somewhere between 60 and 65,000 by the end of the year. That would be just shy of the all-time high. ChatGPT was more bearish. They said between 55,000 and 58,000. Well, guess what, ChatGPT 4? We're already there. We're already there. But I think a lot of people are looking at the previous all-time high as kind of a big measuring stick. Obviously, once we break through that, there's no more resistance. The floodgates open. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to get there and stay above it. It will be hard. There will be a lot of people taking profits there. Naturally, right? Ton of altcoins performing well this morning too. Both small caps, mid caps, large caps. We've really seen, these type of narrative plays really play out. AI cryptos have been crushing it. New layer ones that are competing with Solana have been crushing it. Or competing with what Solana did, not necessarily directly with Solana. Gaming has been another huge area where I think we're just scratching the surface too, by the way. So what other top stories do we have out there? Go ahead and hit that like button, guys, if you haven't already. Subscribe. Definitely helps us out. Would appreciate that if you guys want to join up on the channel. We had a great live stream last night. Make sure you subscribe so you don't want to miss any of the stuff we talk about, because we've been kind of doing this every day now. It's becoming an everyday thing, which I kind of like. Yeah, the SHIB bone pair's up 95%. 95%, yeah. Stacks did pump big. DeFi on Bitcoin is going to be huge. 100%, Michael. Couldn't agree more. DeFi and smart contracts on Bitcoin stacks, massive. The other one, Welsh. I'll have to check that out. I haven't heard about that one. So just in the past 24 hours, it's been reported that we've seen an influx of $520 million reported coming into Bitcoin ETFs. Fidelity's ETF alone saw 243 million come in. And IBIT, which is interesting. IBIT is BlackRock's ETF. That was about half of Fidelity's. Interesting. I think when it's all said and done, Fidelity and BlackRock are pretty much going to own all the Bitcoin when it comes to the institutional side. I hate to say it, but everything kind of moves in that direction. You know, you get bought up, you get swallowed up by the big players. Corporate consolidation is what they call it, right? Let's see what else is happening here. So Max Kaiser, big Bitcoin bull, talking about $100,000 Bitcoin. He was an early investor. Says that this is the start of a God candle that will propel Bitcoin to 100,000. He is a definite Bitcoin maxi. It's always good to put that in context. But yeah, guys, this is the closest Bitcoin has come to the first historic peak, which was reached back in 2021. Back in 2021, we had two big surges. We had the first surge in March, which saw Bitcoin go up over $61,000. And then in November was the blow-off top that was like, holy shit, everybody and their brother is freaking the hell out. That was in November. It went up to $69,000. That was a new all-time high for Bitcoin. And as wild as this sounds, Bitcoin is 18% away from that all-time high in 2021. It does not feel the same. It's very weird. It's very different because we didn't have the institutional demand back then. Now we do. But we had the retail demand back then, and now we don't. So if you're out there, tell your friends, tell people about what's going on right now, because you know what's happening? All the institutions, all the suits, they're buying all the Bitcoin. And many of the regular folks out there are on the sidelines still. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to come in late to the party, and they're going to buy their Bitcoin from who? Fidelity, BlackRock, etc., etc., etc. But you can get in now. That's the great thing about crypto. You don't have to make $1 million to be an accredited investor. That's what makes this market so amazing, is it's fair, it's free, it's open for anybody to come in and do well. The stock market, not so much. Sure, you can passively invest and do well in the stock market. But in order to build generational wealth in the stock market, you need to have insider knowledge or millions of dollars to invest. And most people don't have either one of those. But you don't need those things to make generational wealth in crypto right now. That's what makes it so appealing for the average person. That's what makes it so interesting, because we have this marketplace that's wide open, that's different than anything else we've ever seen. And we're still hanging in the balance here at like 5 or 6% adoption. We're still seeing retail demand slowly come in, but very slowly. And institutional demand is slowly coming in too. As many people have got in on the institutional side, as much money has come in, imagine the money that's still out there. It's a lot. It's a lot. There's the Bitcoin symbol behind me. There we go. Check out XT Algo if you haven't already. The links are down below if you guys are looking to get into trading and things like that. Definitely check that out. You leverage trade stocks. You can. I don't do a ton of leverage trading. If you guys are interested in leverage trading, I've got an affiliate link for you. It's Margex. I'm not much of a leverage trader, personally. I don't like the idea of leveraging. The thing is, in crypto, you don't have to leverage trade in order to make big gains. That's what makes it amazing, right? You don't have to leverage trade in order to make a ton of money in crypto. Maybe in stocks, I think you're probably right, like options and things like that, for sure. Markets open in a few minutes. Yep. A couple minutes, 2 minutes. Stock markets open up. That's another thing, Michael. You're right. That makes crypto so interesting. It's open 24/7, 365. There are no holidays. There are no days off. It's always running all the time. It's global. It's very unique. Very unique. Guys, we are currently 106 subscribers away from 126,000. 106 subscribers away. So I don't know how many of you have not subscribed to the channel yet, but if you want to help us get there, help us make a push toward that, would be much appreciated. Have you made more money off crypto or your YouTube? So John, definitely crypto. The YouTube ad revenue isn't like, for instance, right now on this live stream right now, I'm literally making $0. These live streams on like the shorts platform on the vertical, they don't pay anything. YouTube shorts don't pay anything. But I make them because a lot of people are on the shorts feed and a lot of people get value out of this, and it adds to my base. Like I'm hoping to get more and more people to subscribe through this content, obviously, and then watch my longer form content eventually. So you make some money on the video side of it, like the longer form video and actual regular live streams, like when I'm live on the computer and stuff like that. But it fluctuates so much. And like you can make a living off of it, but YouTube, the channel itself, is kind of the engine that allows for me to do everything else. Allows me to network, allows me to start a company like XT Algo, software as a service, and have success with that. Start a Patreon and have success with that. Obviously work with various companies and help them market their products and services. Obviously without a channel, I don't have those opportunities, right? So it opens all these doors. It's really not the main driver or the main money maker per se, but it is the most important because without it, I don't have anything else, if that makes sense. Investing in Bitcoin is like investing in a stock. No big gains can be made. Well, it depends on how you're looking at it. I mean, if you're looking at Bitcoin next to, a small cap meme coin that can 100x, yeah. But you have to remember, music, with that potential comes way more risk. And my thinking is this. I want to take the chances on the altcoin market, and once I hit big, I want to mitigate that risk by then putting those gains back into Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's my plan in this bull run. Said that a lot lately. But you're right. Many people believe that they can't afford a full Bitcoin now. By the way, you don't have to buy a full Bitcoin. But I think the way to stack Bitcoin is to have success in the altcoin market and be able to then get that money that you make into Bitcoin for more of a long-term investment. Not financial advice. I'm just telling you guys that's how I'm playing the market. Next level said, Zach's putting in overtime with these live streams. Guys, please show some appreciation. Hit that like. Yeah, man, we were up late last night too. We did 2 of these live streams yesterday. And they're, I don't know, I really like them. They've been going well. And I enjoy kind of the interaction here in this way. So I'm having fun with it, man. But yeah, appreciate everybody who hits the like button, subscribes, and all of that. Definitely helps us out. Allows us to continue to do this every single day. What are your thoughts on Andrew Tate? The guy's really smart. He says some things that are out in left field, but he's very good at getting people's attention, and he's definitely a business-minded person. So I don't hate him or anything. I don't have like a strong lean one way or another, but I respect the hustle. I respect his successful platform that he's built. Just wait until they peg stocks to the blockchain. That would be, that's going to be crazy. Tokenizing securities, basically. What do you think about Tyler, the Creator? No real thoughts. Subscribe and smash the like. 2112 Crypto. Appreciate that, man. What do you think about drop shipping? It's an interesting method to make money for sure. I've looked into it. I've done one drop shipping company before, and it did okay. But But I just got caught up doing other things, and I eventually, like, you got to watch, because if you're doing like 4 or 5 different things all the time, you're only giving like 20% to everything instead of like going hard into one thing and giving 100%. Like if you go hard into one thing, give 100% for like 6 months, you can accomplish a lot. So if it's drop shipping for you, I would just say go all in. There's a great guy who I watch. I think his last name is Voss. That's it. Voss, V-O-S. He has the best drop shipping course that I've ever seen. It's like 3 or 4 hours long. And I followed that to a T. A buddy of mine and I started a company on Shopify, and we were selling like men's products, which, you know, we did some market research. We thought it was getting bigger, especially in like Europe and overseas, not so much in the United States yet. And we did it. We started it. We made a little bit of money, but eventually, you know, I got sidetracked with other things, and so did he. We were all, you know, we were kind of, but it was a good experience. We learned a lot. I would just say check out that video by Voss. It's like 3 or 4 hours long, and go all in. If you're going to go into it, go all in, because it is a full-time thing. I remember it's a big job. We actually created a YouTube channel around it. It was called Alpha Box, and we were, you know, doing these like alpha boxes of, you know, anti-aging stuff and face cream and hair serum and eye serum, all this kind of stuff. And we created a brand around it. We had an Instagram, and it, you know, you can actually probably still see it out there, but this is the first live short I've ever seen. Yeah, so YouTube just started these. Like 2 weeks ago. That's why I wanted to just try them out, and they're really fun. They're actually they're a lot of fun. I like this style. So yeah, these are kind of brand new. He's a trendsetter. I'm trying to be, Boca. Do you wear zip hoodies? Yeah, Daniel. Sometimes. Do you think the bull run has started? I would say yes, D-Money. New investor here. In your opinion, is now a good time to invest in Bitcoin? Here's the thing. What's your plan? What's your motivation? What's your strategy? If you're looking at holding Bitcoin for the next decade, then I would just say dollar cost average. And sure, you could start to buy today, and then I buy Bitcoin every day. And I buy more on red days than green days. That's my strategy with Bitcoin. And I'll look up in 2040 and I'll see where things are at. Bitcoin's kind of like my savings account in that asset class. Money flows to Bitcoin, then ETH, then alts. Now is the time where nearly all coins are going to go up. Throw a dart and make money. Yeah, we all lived in that era in 2021, right? Throw a dart, hit bullseye. Throw a dart, hit bullseye. Throw a dart, hit bullseye. That's fun. That's exciting. But you're right. Money does flow from Bitcoin to ETH and then trickles down into altcoins. We're seeing it. We're seeing it happen. We're seeing finally Ethereum make some moves. I think people are starting to speculate on Ethereum ETFs. It's an exciting time right now to be in the space. There's so much happening. There's so much going on from the ETF standpoints, from people speculating on big altcoins to big players coming in. Andrew Tate's just a new version of Howard Stern. You think so, Boca? You think they're similar? I don't know if are they similar? I'm a big Joe Rogan fan myself. Node AI going to melt faces. Interesting. To check that out. Are you into ISO tokens like XRP and XLM? Yes. And Quant and HBAR. Cardano's kind of an ISO token, I guess. Yeah, there's a lot of ISO 2022 plays that I like. HBAR, XRP, XLM, Quant would be a few. Yeah, I did see that Bone's up 95%. That's pretty nice, huh? We just talked about, somebody was asking me questions the other day. Which crypto in the SHIB ecosystem has the most potential to start really moving up out of nowhere? And I said Bone. And great to see. We're up to $1.21. Literally 4 days ago, we were at 57 cents. Pretty nuts. So we're up over 100% in a week. Not even a week, 3 days. So that's good to see. Pal AI is crushing it here again. Pal AI is coming up on another all-time high, $322 million market cap. Amazing. Shout out to Pal AI. Had a chance to meet them at eToronto last year. By the way, they're going to be out there probably again this year. I'm going to be out there again this year. So eToronto is in August, guys. If you guys aren't familiar with it, I'll put a tweet out right now. I'll put a tweet out so you guys can see this. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, it's in the description of the video. It's at Z_Humphries. Make sure you follow me over there. And I'm going to tweet this out right now. For a 25% off discount, you could use the code. I just tweeted it right now. It's Zach25, 25% off for you if you guys want to come out to eToronto. I'm hoping to meet a ton of people out there. I've had like 5 or 6 people email me already saying that they're going to go this year. It's a great conference. Great venue too, overlooking the city. It's really, really cool. So I'm an official media partner this year out there in Toronto. So it's August 13th and 14th. It is during the week. So I know that's a little bit more difficult. It's not on a weekend. But if you could swing it, get off work a little bit, it's worth it, man. I'm telling you guys, it's worth it to get out to these conferences and network. You meet 1 or 2 people, I mean, literally, your life can change. And it's as simple as that. That's the power of networking. You meet 1 or 2 people or 1 company or something like that. Who knows? Maybe you find a job in blockchain if that's what you're looking for. Who knows? Coinbase is in Canada now as well. Your thoughts on Litecoin? Definitely an OG in the space. Cameron, I think it'll do well overall, just with the overall market pushing up. But I think there's going to be a lot of other faster movers. Let's see. Are you in your underwear? LOL, just kidding. No. We're 30 to 40% of the bull run. Technically, it's after the halving for retail. You're right, Michael. If we look at the historical patterns of the bull runs, yeah, we are just kind of in the 30 percentile of this bull run. That's a good point. Usually it's the back half where we see the retail demand pour in. So maybe that eventually that retail demand is going to come, right? Jeff, the producer, PMPY has been crushing it. Where is it at today? PMPY has been performing very well. It's up another 12% today. $18 million market cap it just hit. It's awesome. It's good stuff. Love seeing these small cap companies crush it. Absolutely love it. You ever invest your profits in commodities like gold? I do not own any gold. To me, it's kind of redundant because I'm heavy into Bitcoin, which I think is a better asset than gold and does similar things. It's a store of value. I know people don't look at it like that because Bitcoin's so volatile, but all you got to do is look at the 12-year chart and you tell me if it's a good place to store your money. Look at the 12-year chart and ask yourself if you'd have done pretty well in the last 12 years compared to gold. Don't tell me what happened in the last year or whatever. Look at the 12-year and tell me what's been a better investment. It's not even close. But I do invest into the stock market. Most of the things I have on the stock market side, mutual funds, ETFs. I've got some money in the emerging markets and markets outside the US, S&P 500. And then I dabble with like individual stocks. I own like 5 individual stocks. right now. Apple, Amazon, Nvidia, Tesla, and IBRX. That's an immunity bio company. They're said to be cracking the code with some major cancer research. That's a risk. That's a risky one. But if they do it, look out. That stock could explode. IBRX. Not financial advice, but I do own a little bit of that. But those are literally the only individual stocks I own. The tech, some of the top tech stocks. And I have exposure to, like, I'm sure Google, Microsoft, all of that in my ETFs and all of that too, right? And probably exposure to all the companies I just mentioned and all of that. That's my less risky, I let my portfolio manager manage that side of it. I own some individual stocks on Robinhood just for fun. And then I have cash and crypto. The next step, and obviously businesses, two LLCs right now, like my main business, my media company, and then XT Algo. So media company, XT Algo, crypto, stocks, cash. Eventually, what am I missing? Real estate. So that's the next step. It's very similar to Bitcoin too, because it's property. You know what I mean? It's similar in that standpoint, like how it's taxed and stuff like that. Shiba Bone isn't up that much. Look at CMC. Okay, well, it's showing that it's up 95% on DEX tools. Is it just the pair that's up? Oh, that's weird. Okay. So is that just a pairing? Yeah, it's the Bone Shib pair. Interesting. How about the 24-hour volume in crypto is up 100%? $119 billion in 24-hour volume. Market cap now at $2.14 trillion. Bitcoin dominance at 52%. Fear and greed 76 out of 100. Shout out to Cody, COTI on in the Cardano ecosystem, up 332% in the last month. Cody has been crushing it. So that's good to see. So later this afternoon, guys, at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be interviewing Jason Brink. That is Bitbender, the president of Gala Games. So that's going to be fun. And I'll be posting that video later tonight on the channel. So that'll be a lot of fun. So make sure you stay tuned for that later tonight. We'll be posting that video. Might even post it closer to this afternoon. So be on the lookout for that. A lot coming down the pipeline for Gala, so from what I'm told. So I think it's a good time to kind of see what Gala has in store for us this year. So that should be fun. Let's see. How about MicroStrategy? They look, Michael Saylor, he looks brilliant, doesn't he? Buying Bitcoin at these levels. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm from the UK. If my crypto moons, then I'm coming. Oh, nice. To Toronto? Nice. Tate is a stock trader. He lives off the shock. Okay, yeah, shock, yeah. He uses shock to push his brand. So just a newer version of the shock jock I grew up on. Yeah, I could see that. What about meme coins after halving? There will be meme coin runs always. Guessing which ones is the hard part. That's why I like to throw darts at a lot of them. I mentioned this in my couple meme coin videos I did yesterday. I like to throw darts at a lot of them. Like 500. For me, 500 at a lot of them, but only invest what you can afford. But, for me, like if I throw 500 at 10 of them, that's $5,000. And one of them makes me 10 grand. Boom. That's a win, right? So you're trying to hit like 1 or 2 out of 10. That's at least how I'm playing the meme coin market. XRP lawsuit update. Yeah, Dale. So we've got some key dates in that lawsuit. So March 13th, SEC files for remedies-related brief. That's coming up on March 14th. April 12th is the deadline for motions opposing remedies proposal. And then April 29th is the final remedies deadline. The court will determine penalties for Ripple's institutional sales, if there are any. Hopefully there are not any. And a final verdict from Torres may not come until July or August this year, so don't be surprised. A settlement could conclude the case sooner, obviously, but many industry experts think that this thing will get probably dragged out into later this year, July or August, which sucks, but it is what it is. And I think, personally, I don't think we're going to see XRP move that much until we get the lawsuit behind us. That's my 2 cents. I'm not an XRP fan, but think it'll hit $5 by the end of April. Well, here's the thing. You don't necessarily have to be invested in XRP to be rooting for Ripple. I think everybody in crypto should be rooting for Ripple to win this case because it legitimizes pretty much the entire altcoin market. So whether you're invested in XRP or not, I think it's in your best interest to hope that Ripple does well, right? In my opinion. Thoughts on Kazuna? Talked about this last night. I actually own some. I bought a little bit. I don't know where it is. I bought a little bit at like 40 million 4 or 5 days ago. And we're at $47 million market cap right now, so I'll take it. The reason why I bought it, it was just so intriguing to me, is that if you go to Etherscan and you view their contract and you go to holders, the Shiba Inu deployer wallet owns 50% of the Kazuna supply. I know that's like not the end-all be-all, but it's very interesting to me, and it's been performing really well. And I was like, what's going on there? I'll buy a little bit. It's definitely a degen play. Who knows? Thoughts on Volt? I hope they do well, William. I hope they bounce back nicely. I don't own any at the moment. You should request to interview Michael Saylor. You never know. That would be insane. I've never tried. You know what? All you can say is no, right? Or not answer. So, guys, we are 50 subscribers away from 126K. So thank you to everybody out there who's subscribed here during the live stream. We're growing at a nice clip. The market's heating up. People are getting excited again. And obviously would certainly appreciate you helping me get a push there to 126K. It's awesome. So many new people. I'm seeing so many new people on these live streams the last few days, which is awesome. I love the fact that we're reaching some new audience members. I can sense that the retail money is slowly coming back, and You know, luckily we've been through a cycle now, so we've learned a lot since 2021. And I can't wait to help share that knowledge and learn with you guys still every single day. So we're definitely more prepared today than we were back in 2021. I'll tell you that, because it came at you fast back then, and it will again. Gold and silver is where it's at, as well as other physical assets. Crypto won't last forever. I don't think gold and silver is going away anytime soon. And I don't think every crypto will last forever, but I do think there will be lasting digital assets. Probably Bitcoin would be my best guess so far, Ethereum, that will last forever. This is a new asset class. I know it's hard to kind of fathom that now moving forward, but think about it. Moving forward, where's our world going? Where's our world going? We're moving away from physical and we're getting more and more digital. So I get it and I respect the opinion. And I don't think gold and silver are going to go away anytime soon. I think there's still going to be value there. But I mean, look at Bitcoin versus gold the last 12 years. And now take that and listen and understand that now the big players just got in. It's become a legitimate asset class with BlackRock and Fidelity. Like, do you think that asset's going to go down in value now that BlackRock and Fidelity came in? I mean, legitimately ask yourself that. For 12 years, the price of Bitcoin went up, and now Bitcoin, Fidelity, and the biggest players in the world, the biggest asset managers in the world, are now offering that to their clients. Do you think Bitcoin's going to get bigger or smaller because of that? Think about that. How could you argue that Bitcoin's going to go down because the biggest asset managers in the world now are here? It's a pretty tough argument to make. And again, we're talking about longer time horizons here. Sure, could Bitcoin go down tomorrow? 100%. It's super volatile. But look at the 12-year chart. And now it's legitimate in the eyes of institutional investors, in the eyes of the biggest, deepest pocketbooks in the world. How could you argue that now Bitcoin, because the big players are here, Bitcoin's going to go down in price? I don't see it. I don't see it. Roderick, Frog with, yeah, that meme coin yesterday that we talked about, I'm still in it. I'm basically even, right? Because it's, what the hell is it at? I'm a little down on it. It's a $1.37 million market cap right now. I got in at 1.5. I know it's spiked all the way up to like 4.5 million. I didn't sell. I missed it. I was out and about. I was hiking in the woods yesterday, and but I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it a little bit and see what happens. Still really good volume. Tons of volume, actually. Over 7 million in volume. So we'll see. What would you say is enough ADA to own realistically? Well, it depends. I like that 100,000 number, because then, you know, when Cardano reaches $10, hopefully, then you're a Cardano millionaire. I appreciate that, Tori, and I appreciate you rocking with me, man. You've been here since day one. I appreciate the kind words, man. Just trying to learn every single day. What's your top picks for gaming, DPIN, DeFi, L2s, GambleFi? I like that. There's so many good ones, man. Gaming, I like the ecosystem plays, Gala, Mira, and Beam. So admittedly, I've got to look into DPIN. This whole decentralized physical infrastructure network. It's a very new sector. I got to look in here and get familiar. Gaming. So we mentioned that an individual game I really like is WagMe. I'm not as big as in DeFi as I was in the DeFi summer of 2021. L2s, very big on Bitcoin L2s. Stacks, which is basically one of those. Polygon are my two favorite there. GambleFi, not so much. I'm really heavy into AI. You didn't mention AI there, but I'm really big into AI. That sector is a big focal point for me. You a slots or a table guy when at the casino? Mostly a table guy. I started playing a lot of Pai Gow when I was in Vegas for the Super Bowl. I really like Pai Gow because you don't win a ton or lose a ton very quickly, and you can sit there and just get all the free drinks you want. It's the one game in Vegas where you could sit there with $100 for a few hours and just get drinks. It's tough now when you're sitting at slots. It's hard to get drinks now. They don't hit you up as often as they do when you're at the table games. I'll play slots here and there, but mostly Pai Gow. Of course, got to play some craps, got to roll some dice, and roulette. Those are kind of my three. What's going on, everybody? What's up, Modi? Airdrop farming big this go around. That's another thing, Michael, I'm not totally familiar with. You seem super knowledgeable, man. I appreciate you chiming in here and throwing us out some ideas. I'll have to look at airdrop farming and more of the GambleFi and DPIN. I texted you a link to the new lawsuit that the chat is mentioning. Okay, appreciate that, Boca. I'm going to be doing a video today on the Coinbase lawsuit too, because there are some big things there that could impact what's going on. I'm just writing down a couple notes here, guys. Sorry. Let me write a couple of these down here. Okay. All right. Let's see where we're at here. We are 37 subs away from 126K. 37 subs and 1 like away from 100. If somebody wants to be the lucky 100 like. But yeah, 37 subs away from 126K. Appreciate you guys. Anybody who's joined the channel here today. These live streams have been a lot of fun. Let's see. Any tips for beginners like myself? Yes. Have a plan in place. Don't over leverage yourself. Take profits. Have a plan with every asset you get into. Yeah, smash the subscribe button and the like button. All that good stuff. Bro, what do you think about Wi-Fi and DeFi? What's Wi-Fi? What happened to Miami Crypto City? The asset or just Miami as a crypto city? So what lawsuit are you guys talking about? Boca, you texted me about it? Oh, okay. So this is Ripple versus SEC. I'll make a video on this. I appreciate that. I will airdrop this to my computer right now. Appreciate that, man. I wanted to make a full Ripple video today anyway. So that's perfect. Appreciate that. Anybody here in the chat planning to come to Canada's largest Web3 event, ETH Toronto? I'm curious to see who out there is thinking about coming. 80% of the world leader accepting crypto tells you currencies is changing to digital. Dr. Options, I mean, the moral of the story here is, 95 to 99% of most cryptos that launch won't make it. That's why it's really important to take your profits if it's more of a short-term play for you and place your bets accordingly, and allocate your funds accordingly. That's why most of my money is in Bitcoin, Ethereum, because I think those are going to be here. And it's why, like on the newer cryptos, when you're speculating, sometimes you're fully exiting. You're getting all the way out and moving those profits right back into Bitcoin, Ethereum. Or maybe you leave a little bit in there as like a moon bag, as Crypto Wendy and some other people like to say. I like that idea. Zach there for the free drinks. Yeah, man, we're playing Pie Gal for the free drinks, not to make money. We're just trying not to lose as much money by paying $20 a drink in Vegas, which is crazy. $28 subs away from 126. 28 subs. It's totally free to do. How long until 90% of all the altcoins will be gone? It's probably still going to be a while, but we've got a lot of coins that are kind of dormant, that aren't technically gone, but they're dormant, But there's still a lot of altcoins that are active. And there's going to be some big winners in the altcoin space. There's going to be big winners. It's just finding a few of them, right? Guessing right on a few of them. Oh, Yearn Finance, gotcha. I don't own any Yearn Finance, but I've heard about it. ETH is going down. Let's see here. No, it's definitely not going down. It's up 5% here in the last 24 hours, and it's flat in the last hour, up 11% in the last 7 days. As successful as Bitcoin has been in the last 24 hours, Ethereum is still up more on the 7-day. Ethereum's up 11.20% to Bitcoin's 9.8% right now. So Ethereum is still outpacing Bitcoin the last couple weeks, especially the last 10 to 12 days. XRP is at 56 cents. Pepe dialing back a little bit. Stacks dialing back a little bit. Beam is up another 13%. SHIB broke that zero, that's up about 9%. Let's see. Eduardo, thanks, man. What do you think about VeChain? Still like it. How did I get into crypto? I got in late 2020. I heard about the whole GameStop era, of the crazy this crazy stock market stuff, and then crypto started heating up, and I was just trying to find a way out of the traditional kind of 9 to 5, and I wanted to invest in general. And I started to dabble in Robinhood in early 2020. And all that year I was learning about just investing in general and crypto in general. And then in 2020, late 2020, after I sat there and researched for 8, 9, 10 months, I bought my first crypto. That was Dogecoin, which I bought it at 1 cent. It went to 7 cents and I sold it all. But I did put all my capital into that one crypto. So I put $7,000 into Dogecoin, turned it into 49,000. Now, of course, I could have turned 7,000. What's 70x from that? Because it went to 70 cents, which, do the math on that. 1.4 million. Is that right? something like that. But yeah, it's okay. I sold, right? But it allowed me to kind of diversify into other assets. That's kind of how I got my start. Then I really started learning about, the different sectors and different risk appetites and all of that sort of stuff. And learn by trial and error, learn by making a lot of mistakes. I'll take a look quickly at the Jasmy chart. Let's see here. We're in there at the 1-3 level. So the Jasmy chart, as long as it holds this 1-4-4 level, we should have some more momentum up. Right now we're kind of consolidating at 1-4-9. We did get a momentum up flash on Monday, yesterday. I'm looking at the 1 hour. Let me look at the 1 day, though. We're really consolidating. Last 6 days, since we kind of exploded last Wednesday and last Thursday, we've been kind of trending sideways. So the verdict's still out. As long as we hold the 14-4 line, though, things look pretty solid. So that's what I'd be looking for. SNEC up 21%, good. I still own some SNEC. I'm just kind of holding it for the long term. It's the big meme coin on Cardano. And I like Cardano, so. What's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Travis in the house. What's up, man? $20 subs away from 126K. 20 subs. Be awesome if you help us get there. Also, hit the like button if you haven't already. Let's see what we got here. Anything else jumping out at us here? Let's take a look at some altcoin news. Let's see what's going on with some altcoins. So more HBAR news. They entered another partnership. I'm going to have to make a video about this. I don't want to give it away. I will make a video about this too. Interesting. Man, there's so much to talk about right now with crypto. It's crazy. HBAR is looking really good, by the way, still. From the chart standpoint. Looking really good still. Like kind of painting a bull flag right now. Yeah, HBAR looks really good. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything else worth hitting on. WorldCoin, Zach. Yeah, we traded it. I'm not holding that one for the long term right now, but it was a great trade. XT Algo was all over that one. There it is. Fetch AI, I like that one. Like this new lives you're doing, watching you since 2022. New lives you're doing. Thanks for all you do. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate you, man. Cheers. What's up, Foxy? So there was another Solana outage. Is that true? Or is that just news from a previous outage? I think it's news from a previous outage. Oh, yeah, I did see that. $10 million investment in Floki from the famous market maker DWF Labs. All right, there's a lot going on in the market, guys. A trader yesterday made 1.4 million with Solana-based meme coin dog with hat. Crazy. XRPL linked Flare hit a new all-time high yesterday. Flare Network. Here's a new one. Alien form ticker A4M. Interesting. Aztec, thanks for the $2 donation. Appreciate you. Chris is in the house. What's up, Chris? Where am I from? Originally from Ohio. O-H-I-O. You think H-bar is going to go back to its previous all-time high? I think it has a great opportunity to do that. It's a really good one. Where are you from? Okay, got that. Yo, Zach, been watching you for a while. Had to get out of crypto for financial reasons, but trying to get back in now for next bull run. Love it, Tyler. Love it. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. I'm going to get another million in the next correction for A4M. I don't know anything about that one, that crypto. Foxy in the house? No, not Cincinnati. Not Columbus. Ohio, let's go. I'm from Northeast Ohio. Me too, Jeff. Which part? Northeast Ohio, represent. Let's go. NE, baby, Ohio. Akron, home of LeBron James. I'm from Youngstown, man. Right down the road. Right down the road from Akron, Jeff. Born and raised. 330. The yo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see. USDC, the stablecoin's growing in non-US markets too. I don't know if you guys saw that. Market cap topped out at 28 billion this morning. So USDC's growing. Sold Gala for Beam. I hear you. I didn't sell my Gala, but I got into Beam too. Mira, Beam, and Gala. Mira's been quietly crushing it too. Like Mira's up 8%, 9% right now. Very quietly in the last month, Mira's up 48%. The alt chart looks great. So yeah, Mira is another one. M-Y-R-I-A. Very small market cap compared to the other, compared to Beam. 195 million. So it's a little smaller than Gala, right? Gala's probably, I don't know, Gala's almost $1 billion. And Gala's been on a nice little tear the last month. 46% move the last month. And we'll be with Gala Games president. I got an interview today at noon with Gala Games president. So coming up in a couple hours, actually. And I'll be pre-recording that. And yeah, if we get 10 more subscribers, we'll be at 126K too. So that'd be awesome. If we can get there before we get off the stream, I got to go make some videos, but want to cover a few more things for you, a few more pieces of insight for you. So Ripple also had a partnership announcement with a Silicon Valley firm to introduce multi-asset tokenization on XRPL. That's a big one. Ripple reports that 10% of South Koreans hold XRP. That's pretty nuts. We saw ApeCoin go up yesterday. Their active addresses surged following a recent $47 million capitulation. There's a reason why Dogecoin is moving up. Their developer hints at a major update that's in the works there. Cardano Midnight Protocol went live, now open to developers. So the Solana outage did happen. They suffered 3 million ETP outflows post-outage as Bitcoin responsible for 95% inflows. So we did have another Solana outage. That's just brutal, man. That's like one of the things that's really hurting us right now. A Uniswap whale, somebody who was very early, sold $1 million worth of Uni as the price surged the other day. Uniswap went up like crazy. Somebody made $1 million off that. Cardano in the last couple days has seen a nice uptick in new wallet count amid a nice adoption boom, so that's been good.
I got that full size breakfast too, so I got cake lounges, we could do swing, we could do whatever, if you get on another.
So much going on right now, man, in the space. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, you know what, this Avalon, that you guys are doing cooking for, yeah, they got almost all summer classes.
I appreciate everybody liking the video, subscribing, hanging out with me this morning. If you haven't subscribed, definitely consider to do so after we get out of here, as we close up shop or as we get ready to close down the stream. Appreciate everybody so much. These pop-up lives have been amazing. I'm going to continue to do these. Might even do another one later, especially if we get some big news that breaks.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess when you got X amount of dollars, they did a ton of work, you know. They were spending big money.
Which is the best apply for trading? Bro, see the wall behind you. That's a Bitcoin symbol up there, and that's my logo. I don't know how that looks on your guys' end. Is it reversed from me? Probably. But that's my logo. That's my ZH logo, and that's XT Algo. That's my company. The trading indicator. I've got my laptop right here in front of me, so I'm just kind of scanning a lot of different. I use news aggregators. So I use a couple different news aggregators. I use maxdata.app for some crypto news. That uses AI too, so it's kind of nice. And I also use cryptonews.net. There's a lot of different platforms like that. And that's I check this all multiple times a day just to understand what's going on in the markets.
I'm sure that broke your heart. You got one more day off on the cruise.
Big Ethereum upgrade coming. We talked about that recently. The Denkun upgrade. That could be huge for ETH. Grayscale believes that's going to be massive. They believe it's going to be the coming of age event for Ethereum. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Cardano's consolidating. Is that good or bad? I'm okay with it. Cardano just kind of trading sideways right now. That's no problem for me. Pepe's looking like SHIB in 2020, 2021. Yeah, it is. It's looking good. By the way, we're 1 subscriber away from 126K. Just saying. If anybody wants to help us get there, 1 subscriber away. I appreciate you guys. We're going to continue to do these pop-up live streams. They're a lot of fun. I'm going to have some long-form videos coming out today. I've got a list of about 6 videos that I've got to make from now until I have an interview with the gala president at 12 p.m. So I've got to run. I got an hour and a half to make 5 videos at least. But yeah, make sure you subscribe down below. You don't want to miss out on any more of these pop-up live streams. Hit the notification bell on the channel so you don't miss out on any of my long-form content, these pop-up live streams, YouTube Shorts. I'm coming at you every single day with a ton of content to help you navigate the crypto waters. And we're learning together, growing together. And I appreciate you guys. And we'll probably do another one of these later, as long as I'm not like completely spent and out of gas at some point later today. So appreciate you guys so much. Enjoy the crypto market right now. It's a great time to be involved and be in it. And we'll be back with more content. See ya.